Yo, what is up, you guys? It's Dominator here, and I am back with another Kanto Shiny Living Dex video. In the last video, we hunted in HeartGold SoulSilver on the same route, and we got a shiny Tauros. I was doing a repel trick, and I was leading with a Pokemon with the ability either Hustle, Pressure, or Vital Spirit, which in this case was Delibird. And we ended up getting our shiny Tauros, which was great. But I do want to continue hunting here because we can get shiny Farfetch'd. And I'm pretty much doing the same repel trick, level 24 repel trick, but this time, instead of leading with Delibird, I'm going to be leading with just an Illuminate Staryu to make the encounters a little faster. And without the Delibird, the Tauros encounter rate is significantly lower. I think it's like 3% now, as opposed to 23%. So we're very unlikely to get shiny Tauros now, and we're very likely to get shiny Farfetch'd. Now, I'll leave the encounters on screen now, and if you want to know about the last hunt and see the last video, the last shiny I got, check out the card on screen over here. And yeah, there's the encounters for this hunt on screen now. Another cool thing about this route, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but if I get shiny Farfetch'd this phase, I could simply turn my time to nighttime, and then instead of Farfetch'd, I'll be getting Growlithe and Vulpix, which is also a bunch of shinies I need. So we might continue after this, we might hold off, who knows, but yeah, that's pretty much all there is to this. Before we begin though, if you haven't done so yet, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. We're getting pretty close to 14,000. How many subscribers do I have? We're on our way to 15,000 subscribers, so thank you guys so much for all the support so far, and let's get right into this. So the encounters should be a little faster. I don't know if they're going to be that much faster, but there we go. We got a Gloom and a Farfetch'd. I got to turn off animations on this because I turned them on for the Tauros, but that's all there is to it. I'm going to cut here, and I will see you once I get a shiny. Oh, there we go. I saw that right away. Yes, dude. Gosh, man, shiny Farfetch'd. I literally got a comment like 2 days ago. Someone was making fun of me because I say I saw that right away on literally every shiny I find. And I guess this is no different, but shiny Farfetch'd, let's go. That's one of that was like my main target. If you're wondering why there's 4 games here, I was getting sick of doing double hunting. I thought it was a bit slow because it took me about 500, or no, it didn't take me about 500. In about an hour, I would get a little less than 500 encounters, and I was just like I could do that and get, like, if I put like 2 hours in a day, get like 1,000 a day, which isn't terrible. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm just spoiled by really high encounter rates. But I got to the point where I was like, well, even if I hunt both at a slower pace, I could add 4 other games, do another hunt that I want to do anyway, and instead of 1,000 encounters in 2 hours, I get about 2,500 encounters in 2 hours, so much more likely to get a shiny. Didn't think I was going to get it on, I thought it for sure I was going to at least get one shiny down here before the Farfetch'd, but we got the Farfetch'd and it's on HeartGold, which is the first shiny I've gotten on HeartGold. Every other shiny I've gotten in HeartGold SoulSilver has been on SoulSilver, so that's cool. And I don't know how many encounters that is. I'll have to do the math, so I'll probably do a quick cut, but 540 for this session of all of them. But what I do is I split the difference. Obviously, you know, 2/3 go to these games, 1/3 goes to that game, and or is that the correct? Maybe, I don't know. But we divide it evenly, and then I'll add them to the total counters I've gotten. So I'm gonna cut here. I will get a better angle, and I will see you, and also tell you how many encounters it took. So I will see you then. All right, I'm back. Hopefully everything looks and sounds good. I did the math. That took 5,980 encounters. So we did 540, and only 180 of those were for the Farfetch'd. The other 360 were for the Mankey, because the Mankey goes twice as fast. It's crazy. I'm so glad I got this. This goes on my bingo card. I don't know if I might display that on screen, but I made a bingo card for this year for full odd shinies, and this is one of them. So that's fantastic. I also had someone in my Twitch chat suggest I do this hunt, so shout out to them. And we got the shiny Farfetch'd. I just looked it up. It cannot kill itself, so I probably have some sort of apricorn ball that I can use, and I believe my Scizor has false swipe. It does, so we'll swap into our Scizor. Use air cutter. It looks really good. I actually was saying that, like, I do this thing where when I can start picturing a shiny showing up, I start shinoing myself over and over again with it. And for the longest time, the game on the left, it looked almost like a reddish tint to the Pokemon every time I encountered one when it was going across the screen, and I would kind of shino myself, and I'm like, well, Farfetch'd is more of a pink color, so it wouldn't look like that. And then on this game was a lot bigger of a screen, and it was a lot lighter, so it just showed like the colors are a little different between the two screens, and it showed up like a much lighter brown color, and I was like, it's obvious that it's not shiny on this game. And then as soon as I was like, you know what, I could see myself getting a shiny on this game, I swear every single one of them looked pink when they were going across the screen. But that's just me. So let us false swipe. I gotta look close on this so that I don't mess this up. Do I have a Pokemon that can put it to sleep? Opie might. It's got Yawn, so let's swap into Opie. I don't really grind for apricorns on these games. This thing's out for blood. It's using Swords Dance. So we use, I gotta be careful, Yawn. Made it drowsy. Alright. So it's gonna fall asleep next turn. Let's check what Pokeballs. I don't really grind apricorn balls too much on this game. Ooh, a heal ball would actually be kind of cool though. But it's so like, oh, I got love balls. I think I wanted to catch it in a love ball. I think a heal ball probably matches a bit more, but come on, it's so hard to get apricorn balls in later games anyway. I feel like we gotta do it. So I'm just gonna chuck, I have 25 love balls. We're gonna chuck love balls at this thing. I think it's gonna be easy. Yeah, easy catch. This is the game that has more stuff. Like I've built up this game a bit more than the SoulSilver, so it's a lot easier to like attack shinies and, you know, weaken them and put them to sleep and stuff. And the SoulSilver game isn't as prepared. I think I can use like maybe Super Fang and then like maybe Paralysis. I don't know. I don't like have much on that game, and that's of course the game that gets all the shinies. And I am going to give this a nickname. I might need this, or a stylist for it at least. So you can't see it, but I am naming it Sour Patch. And the reason why, it's kind of like a rabbit hole of nickname idea that I thought of. But we always called shiny Farfetch'd the sweet and sour duck, like sweet and sour sauce, because it kind of has that color. It's a lot more pink in this game, but like, when it came out in Pokemon Go, we would always call it the Sweet and Sour Duck. And I was like, well, I don't really want to name it Sweet and Sour. And then I just kind of thought of the whole Sour Patch Kids commercial where it's like sour, sweet, gone. I'm like, you know what? Sweet and Sour. Or Sour Patch. Because it's sweet and sour. I don't know. It's kind of random, but Sour Patch is the name. It's kind of I got this under odds, but it is still really relieving to get this hunt done and it's my target. Like, it would have been cool if I got a gloom. Like, I still need a bunch of glooms for the full line if I want to do gender differences. But I mean, it's always great getting your main target. And Josh, for some reason, is calling me. I don't want to talk to you, Josh. So I'm gonna guess this thing is going to be rash nature. So let's see what we got. Okay, it does show on the top. So we got adamant Staryu, adamant Honchkrow, modest Slowbro. Why are all these Pokemon adamant? I don't even remember catching this Scizor in the national park, but I guess I did. Adamant Scizor, and I believe it's the next one. Hardy Sour Patch. So that is a neutral nature, but look at that in the love ball. That's so cool. I love it. I love it, huh? No pun intended. All right. Yikes. Yeah. Also, there it is next to me, which is pretty cool. I will not be continuing this hunt for Gloom. As of now, I still could set my time to nighttime and then get a pretty good chance at Growlithe or Vulpix, depending on the version. As it replaces the Farfetch'd. I think it's a little different, though, if you do the repel trick, so it's actually more likely to be Growlithe or Vulpix. But it would be between that, I think like the 3% Tauros still, and then Gloom, I think, remains similar. I think it's a little less common, but if we're desperate for Growlithe or Vulpix, we will probably come back to this hunt at some point and do that, and maybe we'll get a Gloom, but I'm not going to keep going for Gloom. We are going to stop now because I got my target. I got my 2 targets. The Tauros was technically the main target. I just didn't want to say it was the main target because knowing these games, like, every time I have a main target, I go, like, 30 phases for them. That's a bit of an over-exaggeration, but not a ton, if I'm being honest. So I didn't want to say Tauros was my main target, even though it was, and I ended up getting it first phase, which is fantastic. So, this was the secondary target, and we got both of them, so that is awesome. So let's check this thing out in battle. We got regular Farfetch'd and Sour Patch. The shiny Farfetch'd. Let me do a quick adjustment, see if I can make the audio a little louder, just in case, because I actually don't know how it sounds. And also, I'm going to turn on animations. Okay. Don't know how much better this is gonna sound, but we'll try it anyway. Oh, I'm doing that repel trick too, so it's gonna take slower. So we got a regular Farfetch'd and shiny Farfetch'd. Look at that. And now, one more thing. We are going to swap it out. Oh wait. No. Swap it out with Staryu, because Staryu can actually do the repel trick. There we go. Now we can send it out in battle with the Pokeball. So we got a regular Gloom, regular Staryu, but let's swap into Sour Patch. There we go, in the Love Ball. So, yeah, Sunspore, fantastic. So, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ring those notification bells, all that good stuff. Be sure to join the domination, and I will see you in the next video.